So our today's topic is comparison of rapid prototyping techniques. So far we discussed the working principles, advantages, disadvantages, applications of liquid based rapid prototyping and solid based rapid prototyping and powder based rapid prototyping techniques. Say a few parameters which differs from technique to method. Say, are you able to see screen? Hello? Respond. Seer?
Yes, sir.
Seer? Okay.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
కనిపిస్తుంది
చెప్పండి.
సార్.
Okay. Say here resolution. Where resolution is concerned, we have compared three techniques. Fusion deposition modeling. This is what kind of technique it is? Is it a solid based rapid prototyping technique? Stereolithography, it is what kind of technique it is? Rapid prototyping. Under three basic classifications, what kind of technique it is? Liquid based rapid prototyping technique, SLA technique. Next, selective laser sintering. So this is powder based rapid prototyping technique. So these are the three different techniques and resolution. When you have taken resolution as a parameter, so resolution is low for the FDM and resolution is high for the SLA technique and SLS technique. That is powder based rapid prototyping technique resolution is medium level. So whereas accuracy is concerned, this is and medium, I mean somewhat a larger extent than medium, and accuracy for stereolithography it is high, and SLS technique also the accuracy levels are high. Surface finish, next parameter, surface finish, it is low, and stereolithography it is high, and third one is concerned selective laser sintering powder based rapid prototyping technique, it is medium. See throughput. So this is what is the meaning of it? The amount of material or items passing through a system or process. So this is the one of the important parameter to be remembered through throughput. So this is, and this parameter is concerned here for the first technique, that is solid based rapid prototyping technique, it is medium level, and second one also it is medium, and for third one selective laser sintering, that is high. So complex designs, the design output, that means the output product flexibility. So for the FDM technique it is low, and stereolithography SLA technique complex designs, I mean medium complex complicated objects can be produced from this technique, whereas SLS technique high complex products can be produced from this technique. And if you see advantages, pros and cons for the three techniques: solid, liquid, powder. Solid FDM, liquid SLA technique, powder SLS technique. For this, pros, I mean advantages, pros means advantages, that is faster in rate. So the producing time, whatever may be, it is fast, whereas low cost consumer. So cost wise it is economical. Machines and materials, I mean it is one statement, low cost. Someone, voice, and speaking louder.
No, sir. మామూలుగానే వస్తుంది సార్ వాయిస్.
ఇంకా వాయిస్ కావాలంటే ఆర్ యూ లిజనింగ్ విత్ ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఇప్పుడు వినపడుతుంది కదండి, మీరు రెస్పాండ్ బాగానే అవుతున్నారుగా.
అవును సార్, వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
మరి అతను ఎవరో వాయిస్ ఇంకా గట్టిగా చెప్పమంటుంటే. సో say advantages, pros. Stereolithography advantage, pros, that is great value, high accuracy levels, smooth surface finish, and range of functional applications. So these are the parameters which having the advantages for the SLA technique. That means if you take previous slide also, here also the more advantages resolution wise, accuracy levels, surface finish wise, and complex design, everything. Both most of the times SLA and SLS technique will give high performance levels. See here the third technique, that is powder based, that is strong functional parts. So somewhat I think the here material wise here some strong strength will be there for selective laser sintering technique is concerned. And design freedom, we are having more design freedom, whereas generative designs is concerned. I discussed the topic related to generative designs. That is, we have to choose the system itself, it will give some designs, we have to choose. That means you are going to give material as input, you are going dimensional parameters as the input, and some input parameters will be given. The system will suggest some designs, you have to select from that, and you will go for the printing of those objects. So here selective laser sintering, the advantage when compared to SLA technique, SLS technique will have advantage many 2 to 3 times we discussed this point. Supports are not required for SLS technique. See, whereas limitations, cons means limitations or disadvantages in your lower classes, disadvantages. So cons, it is low accuracy and low details, limited design capability is low. Whereas here limitation for the SLA technique, it is sensitive to longer exposure to UV light. So if you are continue, so ask Nokraju, he is entering again with his name, I am not allowing him, ask him to remove his name, I am not allowing him. So sensitive to long exposure to UV light. If continuously, if it is exposed to UV light, it is more sensitive. That is photopolymers. If you concern the resins, it is exposed to continuously light, limited exposure must be there. Okay. Next, rough surface finish. And coming to SLS technique, rough surface finish, limited material options. So surface finish is somewhat low for the SLS technique, and limited material options. Materials also, all kind of materials is not suggestible or it cannot be produced by using SLS technique. Only limited materials will be produced from SLS technique. So whereas application wise also, so it is more more useful table. It is most useful table. At a glance you may get idea. So both the three kinds of rapid prototyping, whereas solid, liquid, and powder. See, applications low cost, whereas for solid RP technique, that is low cost rapid prototyping, basic proof of concept models. So basic models can be produced by using this technique. Applications. Next, stereo SLA technique, functional prototyping. That means somewhat ready to use. I mean, not only prototypes, some kind of useful products will be produced by using SLA technique. And nowadays there is no much difference between RP and AM. Previously, (320). Unmute yourself. 320. You have raised your hand. Three 14. 314. Remove the dots behind your register number. Attendance will not be considered. Remember that point. We are taking printouts of this attendance. Jitendra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Remove the dots behind your register number. Okay.
Remove, sir. Remove, sir.
LE 14. LE 14. Who is that? So anyway, coming to our concept or topic here, print volumes. That is our output product volumes. So it is up to 200 into 200 into 300 mm desktop 3D printers. The type of printers which is desktop printers. So here 300 somewhat larger extent, and 165 somewhat size wise it is having some limitation, where SLS is concerned, size wise it is having some limitations. Next, materials is concerned, comparing three techniques, that is FDM technique, SLA technique, SLS technique. So we are having clear information about the materials, that is standard thermoplastics. So I have given difference between thermo and thermosetting plastics from your lower classes also. You are able to know that. So it is recyclable plastic. So ABS, PLA, and various blends. I mean, different blends, mixture of various plastics. So here SLA technique is concerned. Here ABS like PP and flexible heat resistant. Photopolymer, PP means photopolymer. Castable, dental and medical biocomposites. So we are having having advantage with you can use more materials using by this technique. So third one, it is engineering thermoplastics, that is nylons, nylon tires, I mean tire manufacturing likewise, I mean not only exact tire. So it is material, nylon material is suggestible for the SLS, whereas training for the operator. So minor training on build setup, mission operation and finishing, moderate training on the maintenance. So here low training is required or less training is required for the operator. And plug and play, minor training on build up, setup and maintenance. Moderate training, medium training, setup, I mean this is next. Facility requirements. What kind of facility is required for you for building these kind of techniques or to set up these kind of machines? That is air conditioned environment, AC required for FDM technique, or preferably custom ventilation. So lighting is also required. So next SLS technique, desktop emissions are suitable for office environment, whereas third one is taken into the consideration. Workshop environment with moderate space requirement for benchtop systems. Next, ancillary equipment. What is ancillary equipment? Along with the original process or original system, the additional equipment is known as ancillary equipment. That is support removal system for machines with soluble supports. That what I am saying is soluble supports. Next, finishing tools. Whereas SLS technique is concerned, post curing station. What are they require? I mean, other than the processing machine, what are the additional things are required? Washing station. Washing station is required. Other than processing machine, the additional things are required. So next, last one, SLS is concerned, post processing station for part cleaning and material recovery. So here post processing, that is removing of excess materials and cleaning section is come under the post processing stage. Next, here FTM, SLA and SLS. Comparing these three, again cost wise, equipment cost, material cost, labor needs. So here, here also there is a clear information for three techniques: budget printers, 3D printer kits starts a few $100. Cost wise, we are having flexibility for the FDM. Cost wise, we are having flexibility for the FDM, whereas professional. So Srinivas Rao is asking to admit. One of you call him and enter with register number. He is entering with name. Ask him to register with number. I am not allowing him. Say stereolithography is concerned. The starting, I mean, the printer starts at $3,500. $3,500. And large format bench setup printers. Next, bench top systems start set. So if you take SLS technique, the starting cost itself $10,000. The industrial printers are available from $1 lakh. If it for $10,000, it is just for prototypes, I think so, or educational purpose. Whereas industrial printers, I mean, for continuous production of products or consumables, or $1 lakh, the machine cost is $1 lakh. Whereas material cost, so here for FDM, $50 to $150 per kg. For most standard and engineering filaments, and here, so for supporting materials, the it cost is $100 to $200 per kg. Next, for nylon, that is powder based, that is $100 per kg. SLS requires no support structures. Here, the additional advantage is support material cost is not required. Unfused powder can be reused. That means fusing will be done. Fusing, that is solidifying. The powder will be making into components. Some powder, I mean, some quantity of powder will be unfused. That material or that powder can be reused. We are having advantage here, which lowers the material cost again. Next, labor cost. Here, manual support removal. So can be mostly automated for industrial systems with soluble supports. So these are the having some manual support removal also. Whereas SLS technique is concerned, washing and post curing, both can be mostly automated. Simple cleaning to remove excess powder. So cleaning is also, I mean, not, I mean, high skilled labor is not required. Very low skilled labor is enough for the removing of excess powder. Next, here also in a large extent, I mean, principal group. What kind of principal work? I mean, working principal. Whatever principal group that is given for the three kinds of techniques. So for SLR technique, that is liquid based, that is UV hardening. For FDM, it is extrusion. For SLM, centering.
आता फिल्म मेशिन చూసినవా
Say principal copolymerization, working principle, localized copolymerization, and application. When FDM technique is concerned, application of liquefied polymers using nozzles. So here it is the principle. Here again, in detail, materials are given, capacity, that is build component sizes is given, advantages, disadvantages. This is one more table, similar table, which gives more additional information. It gives additional information than previous one. Next, LAM, laminated object manufacturing. Laminated object manufacturing technique. It is again one additional information other than the previous three techniques, and 3D printing also. 3D printing also, what is the principle considered for the 3D printing process, and what kind of materials are suggested for the 3D printing? Aluminum oxide, alumina, silica, ceramic powders, PLA binder materials. So various materials are, I mean, more kind of materials are used for the 3D printing. Srinivas Rao, LE2, unmute yourself once. Srinivas Rao, unmute yourself. LE2. Are you there? So let us see 10 few missions, 3D printing missions. Now, are you able to see video screen? Any one of you please respond.
సార్ వీడియో స్క్రీన్ రావట్లేదు సార్, జస్ట్ లిస్టే కనిపిస్తుంది సార్, మీరు ఫస్ట్ ఓపెన్ చేసిన లిస్ట్.
Now, video
Yes, sir.
screen.
ఎస్ సార్ కనిపిస్తుంది సార్.
Ever since they became available to your average consumer, 3D printers have caught the eye of every person who's into crafting and engineering. For a while now, these devices cost a fortune, and because of this, they were off limits to the majority of people. But thanks to the technological progress made in the past few years, we're now able to buy a decent 3D printer for as little as $200, and in the following minutes, we're going to help you make the best possible decision and show you our top choices when it comes to 10 of the best cheap 3D printers. DaVinci Mini is a wireless 3D printer that uses filaments made from PLA plastics derived from cornstarch, so printing with it will be entirely safe for the environment. Sporting an elegant and minimalist design, this device is so user-friendly that you literally just have to push a button and it will print away your favorite objects. DaVinci Mini costs only $200 and it's definitely one, if not the best choice when it comes to budget 3D printers. Produced by Monoprice, Select Mini is a highly versatile printer, being able to use all types of filaments, from the classic ABS and plastic ones to the more advanced wood and metal composites. Featuring an open frame design and a small footprint, this mini 3D printer is so compact that you can fit it pretty much on any desk, making it a very sought after gadget, and to top it all off, it comes at the very modest price of only $190. The Flash Forge Finder is probably the best looking 3D printer on the market. Its red frame making it look extra slick, but this cool gizmo doesn't just impress through its aesthetic features alone, it also packs an intuitive color touchscreen, a slide-in build plate, and an assisted bed leveling. All of these features making the Flash Forge Finder one of the simplest to use and most affordable tri-dimensional printers. Colido is a do-it-yourself type of printer, so setting it up is going to be a pretty fun experience if you're the type of person who likes to get their hands dirty assembling things. Best for educational use, this 3D printer is small, lightweight, and most importantly, odorless, making it the perfect addition to a classroom, for example. Offering a very high-quality print and being intuitive to use, the Colido is simply a steal for the specs it has. Neva is a plug-and-play 3D printer that can be used as soon as you get it out of the box. No annoying and time-consuming installation steps being necessary to be able to finally enjoy printing something. You simply load the design you want on an SD card, insert it into Neva's slot, and feast your eyes on the mesmerizing process that's going to unfold in the following minutes, operating this printer being just a walk in the park. Equipped with a HEPA filter, the UP Mini 2 is a 3D printer that can even be used by children, since it has an enclosed frame and it works with environmentally friendly materials. Like the other models listed in our selection, this device is fairly easy to operate, the Wi-Fi printing function and the responsive touch screen being some of its most prominent strong points. All in all, the UP Mini 2 is one of the most advanced budget 3D printers you can get. At another DIY model with some assembly required, the Comgrow Creality 3 has the ability to resume printing if a power outage occurs, this function being very useful in saving you a lot of time and materials. Even though you'll have to spend up to 2 hours to set it all up, once the printer is on, it only needs 5 minutes for the hotbed to reach 110 degrees Celsius, meaning that you'll be able to start printing your favorite miniatures right away. Anycubic i3 Mega might be a budget option, but it's certainly not a small 3D printer by any means. In fact, you can use it to build figurines as big as 21 centimeters. Its plug-and-play features and user-friendly screen let you select all the options necessary to print a high-quality object. So the Anycubic can be considered a truly educational tool and will definitely be a nice addition to your household. The Anet might not be the best looking 3D printer in the world, but the fact that it only costs $200 is a huge factor that leads many people to buy it. Also, the quality of the printed objects is not too shabby, making this device a notable option for the people who would like to play around with a 3D printer but don't want to spend too much money on their weekend hobby. All in all, the Anet is successfully competing against other budget printers on the market. Coming as a complete DIY kit, the TiVo Tarantula is a 3D printer that you need to completely build from scratch, being ideal for the crafty users who very much enjoy tinkering with nuts and bolts. With a light and durable acrylic frame, this affordable device is a fairly sturdy one, so you don't have to worry about any potential damage to the printer when you're using it for an extended period of time. We hope you've enjoyed our video highlighting some of the best cheap 3D printers you can find. If you did, please press that like button as we do appreciate it and it helps us immensely. We often ask our audience for suggestions to compile these lists. If you'd like to contribute, please follow NerdVid on Facebook. If you've tested other great 3D printers, tell us in the comments below, because we do try to read pretty much everything. Now it would also be a good time to encourage you to subscribe, because we upload new videos.
Okay. We are having 5 more minutes for the session. So I am unmuting all. See, so all are the RP techniques are similar, but if you need more sophisticated, touch screens or everything is in every mission we may have manual systems and semi-automated and automated system. If you go for the more automated system, the cost of the machines will be high. Definitely it is having high flexibility and other things to be remembered. If you are going for the part, build part size limitations. So if you need more height or more dimensional features, then you have to spend more money. And till now, most of the industries are not ready to, not equipped with 3D printers. They have still fabricating, they are having some limitations. The atmosphere, that is temperature, if it is exposed to high temperatures, it will not work better, I think so. So it needs closer environment. So these are some of the limitations, and cost-wise, some of the industries are not preferring 3D printing machines right now. So day by day, the cost is reducing. They are improving the machines with low cost. Just what you have seen in the previous PPT, we have discussed about $3,500. So now you seen very low budget machines, around $200. $200 machines. The machines will be about from 15,000. You can build your own machine. Using this knowledge, you can build your own machine, 3D printing machine. You may not accuracy levels, and another important limitation for the 3D printing machine is accuracy levels. If you need high accuracy and high surface finish, definitely you have to spend more money. So you can start with the rough surface finish and low accuracy components, output products. You can build your own 3D printing machine. So see, a lot of videos are there in the online itself for preparing your own 3D printing. So it is the best time. You are having the time now. I think you are having in this month you are having examinations. So it is very difficult, I know,